Whether you're looking for manufactured or natural stone to accent or update your exterior or interior project of any size, Centurion Stone of Iowa offers a variety of styles, patterns, and colors for every need. Centurion Stone, our own manufactured stone product, has the look and feel of natural stone and is available in over 200 color and pattern combinations. We also provide natural stone for interior and exterior projects. Our Des Moines and Omaha locations are open daily. Browse our wide variety of product samples with our helpful staff. They'll answer any questions that you have. Check us out on the web at centurionstoneofiowa.com. Jeez. Can you hear me now? I had to start all over again. I'm sorry, everybody. All right. I should have looked at your comments before I started this thing. Let's get going. Defensive game. Iowa State looks like one of those old school looks like one of those old school Haycock defenses, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It looks like these guys are flying to the football. They are, Haycock has brought a ton of different crazy blitz packages that you saw early. And I thought, a guy like Onyedem, 11, and Orange are really, Peterson's got a couple of those sacks, but a lot of those were been created by the other side. Onyedem, man, I'm guessing that he's going to grade out. It's probably going to be his best grade out of the year, I would think, just when you factor in the competition that he's going up against. He's been fantastic. So let's go to the other side, and this is where I am concerned. I'm concerned because we worried all week about how Iowa State's offensive line would go up against this Texas front, and they haven't been bad. It has not been like a total disaster, that type of a thing. The situation that I fear is you look at it, you're averaging half a yard per carry on the ground. That's not a big deal because we knew Iowa State wouldn't be able to run the football on this team. Nobody can run the football in Texas. Okay. The issue is the size, I think, of this Texas defensive front is they batted down like 2 or 3 of Rocco's balls now. And I'm wondering if it's not starting to wear on him a little bit as far as that goes. He doesn't look comfortable back there, and I can't say I blame him. Here's the good news. Texas has had 2 touchdowns called back. Verdone dropped an interception. Probably should have had that. It was a tough play, but he probably should have had that. You miss a field goal. Rocco he didn't play that well for him. And I'm not putting it all on him because he was under a lot of pressure there. But you're still right there. It's a 3-point game, and you get the ball in the second half. I feel really good about that aspect for Iowa State. But I wonder what the offensive – what do you just go – how aggressive do you get here? Because you're kind of in a ball control type game. I mean, feels like whoever gets that big turnover in a good advantageous position. Iowa State did get the 1 turnover, elite play by Jeremiah Cooper, but you didn't have great field position that came with it, right? It just feels like one of those games or one of those plays. But if you're a Texas fan and you're watching this, you probably feel better about Iowa State than an Iowa State does. An Iowa State fan does, is what I'm saying, offensively, but you don't feel great because Iowa State's been able to get pressure consistently. Quinn Ewers doesn't exactly look comfortable out there either. 13 of 20, 165 yards for him. Texas not running the football well without their All-American running back who's out with an ACL. So they're averaging 3 yards per series. So I really like where Iowa State's at here, but I'm concerned offensively on how this is going to work for the Cyclones. It just feels like one of those games, if you're in the red zone, you got to score a touchdown. Good point here by Rick. Woody would not be happy with the hidden yardage play. Yeah, very correct. Tom says, throw the deep ball. Noel can get open. I don't doubt that. You have to have time to be able to throw the deep ball is the issue that I would have right there. And I would guess it's going to get a little bit more exotic as well due to Iowa State's lack of a running game, really a non-existent threat for the Texas defense coming out into the third quarter. Here's the good news. You're only down 3, right? Like if Iowa State was down double digits right now, it would feel a little bit like an Iowa game where it's like you're probably not going to win. You're one play away from having the lead. I hated how the end of that first half worked out. That felt unfortunate for Iowa State. Kid missed the kick. Sark called the timeout. It happens. Would have loved to go into this thing 3-3 getting the lead, but you held them out of the end zone. It could have been worse. Anyways, not a bad half. We appreciate our great sponsors at Centurion Stone of Iowa, Carl Auto Group, and Fairway Meat and Grocery. They are awesome. We couldn't do all this great stuff that we do without our sponsors. You guys are all the best. I'll be back here right after the game for the reaction pod. Of course, we have Williams and Bloom coming up on Sunday night. What do you guys think? Does Iowa State win this one? I want to see in the comments. Put your final scores in here, and then we can come back for the record. Sorry, I cannot slam a beer. I'm in the press box. I have a Diet Pepsi, though. Are you guys? I'm more of a Coke guy myself. Nope, not slamming no beers. That ain't happening. Apparently, my guy Randy Peterson's told me stories that back in the day they gave you beer in the press box. Incredible. They just like serve sports writers booze during the game. Is that not the most insane thing you've ever heard? Times have changed, man. They'd kick you out of here in a heartbeat if you did that now. I'll be back after the game. Okay, you're all picking Iowa State to win. Homers. I'm just kidding. Appreciate y'all. We will be back in about an hour and a half. Later.